A lot of times I'm in the car going and coming. It does take a certain kind of temperament. And I don't know that we always have it. You know, everybody gets stressed out sooner or later. But we've managed to do fairly well with it.
Jinsi wale watoto mama zao wamekufa, wengine mama zao wamekufa ni waathirika, wengine wametupwa, wasingekuwa labda na mtu mwingine wa kusaidia.
We've had little ones that were left on roadsides. We've had quite a few roadside babies. We have little Christopher here right now. But Christopher was a little bit different in that he was covered in dirt. We've had a little boy that was dropped in the grass in the front yard, spent the night, still had his umbilical cord attached.
Saa nyingine mtu amezaa watoto wengi, anaona sasa amebeba mimba tena, anaona hataweza, anatupa. Au mwingine amebeba mimba, baba akakataa, anaona hana kazi, hana nini, bora atupe.
One of our baby's mom was very young and living on the street. After the baby was left, the police found the mom. And by the time Michael got there to pick up the baby, they were taking her off to jail. And they can charge them with attempted murder.
It was extremely traumatic to take that baby from her arms. I just know that she loved this baby and would like to have cared for it, but for whatever reason, felt like she couldn't continue.
If they just let us have them, you know, we could take care of these moms. They don't belong in jail. Someday, we hope to have a mothering center where we can help these moms.
Amefika hapa Neema House kwa sababu amefiwa na mama yake. Kwa hiyo kwa kweli namshukuru Mungu, wanajitahidi sana. Ndio. Nilikuwa nafikiria Mungu akipenda mwezi wa 4 nitamchukua.
Kazi nzuri Neema House ni kucheza na watoto. Jina langu naitwa Elizabeth John Mondela, nina miaka 2 kuanzia nimeanza kufanya kazi Neema House. I have one daughter. I am single mother. I will enjoy to work Neema House. Really enjoy.
I was hooked with the first baby. I thought, I will go. I will talk to anybody. You just lead me wherever you want me to go, and I'll tell their story.
We began this work when I was 69. I'm 72 now. Most people think that's a little unusual, but we ourselves, we can't think of anything else that we'd rather do.
We like to tell people that Neema House is not an orphanage. We're more a rescue center because we really don't want to keep these babies here. No baby belongs in an orphanage. And so we try to get them out as quick as we can, at least by 3.
Our goal is certainly to have these babies in a home with a family. And if there's a way that we can send the babies back to extended family, that's what we do.
Watoto wanaangaliwa hata kama yuko kule kwenye familia. Neema House inawafuatilia, inawatembelea kuhakikisha bado wanaishi maisha mazuri.
It's always a big party when the babies go home or when they're adopted. We cry because our hearts are tied to these little kids.
Our hearts are still with these babies, because we spent a lot of time loving them.
But we do go out and check them, as we're going out tomorrow to check the triplet girls. Anna, Esther, and Deborah. They weighed 2 pounds, 3 pounds, and 3 pounds. The mother was very weak, and so the hospital called us and said, if someone doesn't step in, the mother may not make it, these babies will not make it, they're too small. And so we kept them for 2 years.
When I came in 2012 to begin this work, I knew that I would really have, in many ways, a minor role because it would require a lot of staff, and they would need to be Tanzanian staff to take care of these children. Doris and I are directors. We're here to supervise, to suggest, to help. We depend upon our Tanzanian staff.
At any point in the night, you can wake up, there are nannies up with the babies. 32 full-time employees, and I love to tell people the only people who are paid here are the Tanzanian people. Yes, yes.
Tunakuwa kama familia mtoto anapokuja Neema House, kwa sababu unajua yule mtoto hana mama, hana familia, kwa hiyo unatakiwa kama mama yake mzazi. Yaani unachukulia kama ni mtoto uliyemzaa wewe.
When you take the tour of Neema House, you can see that money donated goes to the babies. It doesn't go in a director's pocket. We don't take money for adoptions. There's just, it's very different what we do, I think.
Neema House operates strictly by charitable contributions, and we have no other source of income at all. There have been some very generous people who believe in what we're doing and who love these children in this work.
It's really actually quite exciting. We met with the builder today. We're going to be building a new home. We actually rent the house that we're in right now, but we've bought almost 10 acres.
We can just see and hear the children playing on that property, and it will give us the ability to not only build a new baby home, but it will give us the ability to establish a mothering center.
If we can teach some childcare classes, have some prenatal classes, if we can come up with some ways of helping these mothers with microfinance business, $20 extra a month, we think would make the difference between them laying a baby down on the side of the road and not. But we're going to build a women's center. That's one of our main things we want to do, is help these moms.
Our vision of having a larger Neema house and programs that will affect women and older children, it's going to involve a lot of building. I think altogether we have a vision for about 12 or 14 different buildings on our new property, which would include even a school. And it would not be a school just for the children from Neema house, but it would be a school for the children in the neighborhood as well.
We'll have places for sustainable farming out there. And we're also going to build a widow's home. I say we. I'm 71, he's 72. We may not be around to see all this, but I think we'll see a lot of it. We're not going to do this. We're not that big in the first place. We're not that good. You know, God doesn't light up a path for you. He lights up one block. You step in that one block. You're faithful, you step out there, and then He'll light up one more block. And so we just go one step at a time.
You wonder, how did these particular babies come to Neema house? What's the selection process? Most of us who grew up in America grew up in a somewhat privileged life. You know, we were born to a family, we were given educational opportunities. We didn't deserve any of that. Many babies out there are never discovered. I don't know how to deal with that. I don't know how to deal with it. I only know that we become aware of a baby in need, and we can't say no.
We are talking with a Central Texas mom whose touch is being felt halfway across the world. How did this dream start?
Well, we lived in Tanzania for 6 years, many years ago. AIDS was not there in, the 60s. This non-traffic, thank you, God. I don't drive very often.
We came back on a trip in 2008 with 2 of our children who were born here. And we began to see orphans and began to hear the stories of abandoned babies. And our son, who was with us, began to say, "Mom, you have to do something about this. You have to help." And I guess maybe when you ask the question, how did we get started on this? Maybe the deep reason is that I was raised in an orphanage myself. I went to an orphanage when I was 4, and I lived there until I graduated from high school. So I think God just works things out. The things that were hardest for you in your life, God seems to say, "I'll work with that if you'll let me."
si tu kwa ajili ya mshahara, lakini Mungu anakulipa pia. Ile ni kazi ya baraka kwa wale watoto. Ukiwatendea wale watoto vizuri, mtu akija kukutembelea akakwambia Mungu akubariki, lile neno haliishii hapa, Mungu lazima atakubariki. Unapoona hivi, si mshahara tu wa Michael na Doris kutupa sisi, lakini ni baraka za Mungu. Kwa hiyo tuna enjoy, yani it is amazing kiukweli.
God has just lavished His grace and His mercy and His love upon these babies. And we are privileged to be the ones to administer that.
We try to give them the best experience that we can. They'll have a good experience. They'll remember. I think they will. I think they'll remember. At age 3, I think they'll know that they had a good start in life.